Review copy provided by Atlas. The Persona series is well known in the gaming community for its mix of turn-based combat and its social simulation elements. So what happens when you make a fighting game spin-off of a beloved JRPG? You get Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Originally released on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in 2014, Atlas and Arc System Works are now bringing this classic brawler to modern consoles and PC. So how does it hold up almost 8 years later? Let's find out. I want to start off this review by saying I am in no way, shape, or form a fighting game expert. In fact, the only fighting game I've ever had extensive time with is Dragon Ball FighterZ, another Arc System Works game. I did, however, play Persona 4 Arena and Arena Ultimax years ago on my PS3. I'll do my best at explaining the game mechanics, but this review will mostly be from the eyes of a Persona fan that is mainly here for the characters and the story mode. There's also going to be major spoilers for the original Persona 4 Arena story, since all the content from that is unlocked from the beginning, including the characters. So you've been warned. Let's get started.
He said he couldn't make it, so I came instead. Welcome back, big bro. I wanted to see you so much.
If you're coming into this game for the story, I'm happy to say that Persona 4 Arena Ultimax has a meaty story mode that is centralized around the cast of both Persona 4 and Persona 3. And since this re-release comes with the original Persona 4 Arena story alongside P4AU's story, you're looking at a good 25 to 40 hour experience, depending on how you play. Is this time well spent? Well, let's get into that. The original Persona 4 Arena story takes place 2 months after the events of Persona 4 Golden. The protagonist Yu Narukami comes back into Inaba to visit for Golden Week and is greeted by his cousin Nanako, his uncle Dojima, and his friends from the investigation team. Of course, as soon as the vacation starts, Yu and his friends discover the reappearance of the Midnight Channel, showing off a fighting tournament that pits the investigation team against each other, the P1 Grand Prix. They also realize that some of their friends have gone missing in the process. Of course, the group goes back into the TV world to investigate this mystery. At the same time, the cast of Persona 3 are drawn into the situation to investigate the disappearance of some important cargo owned by the Kirijo group. This cargo turns out to be a new character named Labris, an anti-shadow weapon just like Igus. Labris gets put into the TV world, and it's up to the investigation team and Cease to solve the mystery of the P1 Grand Prix, rescue their friends, and save Labris. The way the events of Persona 4 Arena are told is through a character tree that has you playing as the various characters of Persona 4 and Persona 3 in a visual novel format. And while this whole plot sounds interesting and can lead to some great interactions between all the characters, the pacing of the story is very poor. The visual novel scenes contain a heavy amount of inner monologue and can stretch for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. While I was excited to reunite with the Persona 4 and the Persona 3 cast, a lot of the story can drag on and come off as unnecessary filler. Not to mention that a lot of characters' stories are interchangeable. As such, you'll be seeing a lot of the same cutscenes over and over and over again. It becomes redundant, especially if you want to 100% complete the story mode. While the story isn't the most engaging, the characters are the main attraction for me. Seeing the cast of Persona 4 and Persona 3 again puts a smile on my face and makes me remember how wonderful they all are. Labris is also a great new character as well, and has the best story route out of all the entire Persona 4 Arena game. After you complete the original Persona 4 Arena story, you can move on to Arena Ultimax's story. Instead of being told through individual characters, the story is divided into 2 campaigns, one for Persona 4's characters and one for Persona 3's characters. I will say this is a much more streamlined way to tell the story so you don't fall into the redundantness of the original Arena story. The story itself takes place the day after the events of Persona 4 Arena. The Midnight Channel returns, and this time shows members of Cease crucified. It's also announced that the end of the world is happening in an hour. The Dark Hour is recreated, and a red fog surrounds Inaba. At the same time, a new antagonist appears called Sho Minazuki. It's up to the investigation team and Cease to put an end to the Dark Hour and stop Sho from destroying the world. Let me get this out of the way first. I find Ultimax's story much more engaging than the original Arenas. As I said before, the plot is much more streamlined and makes for some interesting moments. However, the inner monologue for P4A's original story is still there and takes up a lot of time. In addition, Sho Minazuki's character isn't too interesting to me, as he can come off as a whiny baby most of the time. I won't go into too much detail to avoid spoilers, but there is also one more part of P4AU's story to talk about, and that's episode Adachi. Once again, I won't go into detail to avoid spoilers, but know that Adachi's story is excellent and the best part of the game. I know it sounds like I've been a bit negative about the story, but I honestly think it's worth playing through. Seeing all the wonderful characters interacting again is great, and seeing what the characters of Persona 3 are up to after the events of the game is satisfying as well. Even though it can be a drag to get through, I fully recommend playing through the story mode of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Round 1. Fight! I see it! Thunder time!
Now, onto the gameplay. I know I'm probably not the best person to talk about fighting game mechanics, but I'll explain the basics. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax's combat is a 2D fighting game akin to Dragon Ball FighterZ and BlazBlue. In addition to your basic combos and special moves, what differentiates P4AU from other fighting games is the ability to summon your persona during battle and have them fight. It makes the gameplay very dynamic, and you can pull off combos that your regular character cannot. However, there is a drawback to over-relying on your persona. If your opponent hits your persona whilst attacking, they will eventually make it so you won't be able to summon them back for an extended period of time. The combat system is easy to learn, but very difficult to master, which will be very suitable for people that are here for story as well as hardcore fighting game fans. Online play is also back for the new port of P4AU, with rollback netcode coming as a patch this summer for Steam and PS4. Now, why rollback netcode isn't in the game to begin with? You got me, I don't know why. I think it should ship with the disc. They should have delayed it, but that's just me. There's also a very good tutorial that you can access to improve your skills, as well as an auto battle function during the story that takes control of your character for you and for those who aren't interested in the combat. All in all, the combat system is fun. I just wish I had more to say about it, considering I'm not an experienced fighting game fan, but there's a lot for people to enjoy, and it's an excellent fighting game.
Good to see you guys again.
Welcome back! We missed you! The guest of honor's finally here! You're looking well.
The music for Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is tremendous. It includes tracks from both Persona 4 and Persona 3's original soundtracks, in addition to music made specifically for this game. It also includes tracks from the original Persona 4 Arena as well. Songs like The Juness Hero, Reach Out to the Truth and Mayonaka Arena, and A Fool or Clown get stuck in my head. Not to mention the opening song for P4AU, in addition to the song played during the credits, are amazing as well. Most of the original voice actors from Persona 3 and Persona 4 reprise their roles in the game as well. As expected, the voice acting is phenomenal, and hearing the characters again gives me a sense of reuniting with old friends. It's fantastic, and I don't really have much more to say about the sound, so let's go on to the presentation. P4AU presents the characters of the Persona series in a 2D format. The sprites look great and fully match the character models from previous games. The fighting arenas are well done as well, with colorful attention to detail. The menus are easy to traverse as well. However, where the presentation of Arena Ultimax falters is during the story. The visual novel format can feel a bit dull at times. Combine that with the dull inner monologuing, the presentation of the story mode leaves a lot to be desired. However, the in-game battle HUD, it's easy to traverse, easy to see, and easy to see where your power levels are and everything.
Stand up when you hear a knock on the door. It's me, come on out. Get ready for your true story.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is an excellent fighting game with an alright visual novel built in. The combat is easy to learn, yet deep for the fighting game fans. At the same time, the meaty story can entertain the casual fighting game fans that are here to experience the sequel to both Persona 4 and Persona 3. For $30, the game is a no-brainer for Persona fans and fighting game fans. I'm very happy that Atlus and Arc System Works have brought Persona 4 Arena to modern platforms, and hopefully we can get more ports like this into the future. So that's about it, everyone. That is my review of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. It was an absolute pleasure to play the game again. I'm so happy Atlus gave me a review code. Thank you so much, Atlus. And thank you all again for watching this video. Did you play the original Persona 4 Arena Ultimax release? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. King